Good evening, everybody. System Jock here with the 11th episode of Cultist Simulator, the Exile DLC. We left on a potential attack with Betty's Blade. We've got Giorgio as a backup. Let's see whether or not we're successfully taking out the assassin. Other opportunities we're looking for. It does say if you want to try and impress someone, you can, you can use your house. There is a reasonable question, maybe I want to try and make a stand here, right? And, I mean, we're doing an okay job with cash. I just don't really think I have quite what it takes to be able to take out an underboss and my foe. We know the trembling heat isn't going to help, so unless I throw cats at my foe, that's all I can really do. And clearly, with the wounds, that's also a worry. Mind you, I also have a little bit longer to go, right? Like, it's going to be a while before the... the next attacker comes after us. I've struck and faded back into the city. So I'm still going to employ Giorgio here because this will give him some experience. My friend has lent me their protection. So reckoners aren't immortal. We only buy years and sell them. If that ever needed proving, I've proved it here tonight. Okay, so Giorgio doesn't get the bonus. Okay. I'm not quite ready to invest in the Temptation Defiance yet. I would actually like to use this for the Edge. Now, Grand Townhouse. So it really seems like there isn't something for me to do here with the Grand Townhouse. I suppose the question then becomes, do I want to risk it for another run with the... with the office? I don't think so. So why did I get the impression that I could do something else with this? Okay, you know what? Because I need to recharge this, I am actually going to use the house one more time. I hate that I'm doing this. But I do want to use the Reckoner Corpse to boost my lore. We've got the official connection for anybody who's trying to take care or take away my possessions. I do also have the option of using the weapons again, I suppose. There's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. My pursuers, cautious or cowardly or uncertain of their proof, have nothing yet. Okay, so feeling a little bit better about that. Opportunity, purchase a mutilated manuscript. Definitely want to do that. Although that's going to be sadder if we wind up losing it to a reckoner. So this is the part that's difficult about doing the kind of the lay low option, is that you miss out on these opportunities. Okay. Pages from the Book of Suns. Gorgeously illustrated manuscript pages ripped from the original binding to be sold separately. I don't know the language, Persian, Arabic, but somehow I can read the words in sufficiently bright light. A dispute between ours, a lineage concealed, a secret which shattered loyalties. Not much practical information, but there's something about the sounds that sharpens the soul. Okay, now this is actually going to give me an opportunity for something. The Velvet, who conceals secrets, has a nameless name. In that name's mists, the defeated find solace. That name is never seen, except now and then by the very greyest of cats. So if the foe shows up, I'm in trouble, but I think I'm also good to break down a stolen decade. So I believe the import license, yeah, they're only valid in the city that we acquire them, so I don't quite want to follow through on that. And we've got the Misty Nook, which somebody in the comments did point out the image for the cat here is... you really can't do better. An unremarkable location that's somehow easier to stumble across at night. A nondescript candle has been jammed haphazardly into a crevice in the wall. So stalk away, I won't waste any more time here. The presence of rage precludes the use of this shrine. Interesting. A tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. Reckoners have evidence I'm here. They're summoning help to smoke me out. Again, we got to get ready for the exit, but... or I can... I'm going to make the most of my opportunities in front of me. So we wait for the rage to subside. I'm going to use the Reckoner Corpse with my lore. So we have the Operation of the Strix. Where warriors fall, the many-winged Striges gather to honor their flesh. Where heroes fall, the many-winged ones gather to convey their souls before the hours. I don't intend to fall, so I've learned how the Striges protect themselves. Certain techniques can only be articulated in an enemy's blood. So after that minute, we're going to be able to go to the Misty Nook. The official connection is going to be expiring soon, so I am going to need to make some decisions there as well. Okay, so it's another assassin. This is good news. See you next year. So we'll do the same thing with Giorgio. This wasn't a tidy or a pleasant process, but I have developed my understanding of the many kinds of mortal action. The names of the wolf. 3 natures hath the wolf divided. He unmaketh, at the last he unmaketh. You don't have to like an hour to learn from it. So the question now is, do I want to keep pushing with the medical practice? Okay, no, we don't. We're going to sell the asset for cash. I'm going to... I still want to do the Misty Nook. Oh, hang on, I'm still reconnoitering, so... This one is better or luckier than I'd expected. I've done them no harm. Okay. So, the Misty Nook, an unremarkable location that's somehow easier to stumble across at night. A nondescript candle has been jammed haphazardly into a crevice in the wall. So, if we give the pentiment, offer a pentiment to the nameless name, something will be forgotten properly this time. Alternatively, offer a secret to the mist. I light the candle and wait. This will permanently downgrade your lore by 1 level, but will give you an obscurity as well as tranquility. So the obscurity doesn't help me here, but let's see what happens. My pursuer stymied. My friend has lent me their protection. Okay. So we need to send the discreet messages so that we can leave. Friend indeed, my associate defended me, which was decent of them, but now the Reckoner mob has more clues to follow. I was hoping that they'd get a wound, but... Giorgio is available to upgrade, though. I think I'm going to use Biddy's blade here. Mist holds its breath. Offer a second pentiment to the nameless name. I don't think this... Well, let's try. This might screw up my opportunities. Good news is I've got all my health back, so... Okay, and we don't have a third pentiment, so... I've used my weapon to keep my pursuer at bay. Okay, the connections are helpful. That didn't generate a wound, unfortunately. Reinforcements. A Reckoner assassin has evidence that I'm here and they haven't moved against me. This can only mean that they've sent for their superior. So the underboss is going to be a huge problem for me to deal with. This is a start, but there aren't enough secrets here yet to draw the Velvet's attention. These things always happen in sevens. The mist dissolves around me and the shrine is gone. Okay. So, let's get the hell out of here. Into the wilds. This is a last resort. It'll be easier to track outside the safety of crowds. I don't know the lie of the land. I might easily die an undignified death. You can only take portable assets with you. Departure will end all ongoing Reckoner actions and remove all traces, but it will also abandon assets, locations, destinations, local contacts, and ongoing operations. Always pack the weapons last. Just extending the time for dealing with the assassin. Signs a minor Reckoner Lord has entered the city. My foe can't be too far behind. Okay, so they're going after my assets, but I do have the underworld connection here, so that's not as bad as it could be. Does mean we need to give up a year, but there we go. And it is 10 seconds, so that's good information for next time. Also, potential realized. I could talk with my ally about what they've learnt. This will add a point to your ally's aspect. Maybe not the most important thing for me to be doing right now, but I'm not going to complain about it. Okay. So in this case, I think giving up a year to be able to preserve some of my... I mean, actually, most of my valuable assets... Yeah, in this case, I've packed most of the stuff I wanted to keep. So in this case, this was actually not a good use of a year. But there you have it. The assets are definitely the hardest one for me to deal with. And if the foe shows up, we know that the trembling heat and the sea are not helpful. Right, I'm tired. I think perhaps that I'll always be tired. Okay, again, going after the cash, I can live with it. Remembering that when we have a secluded, or not a secluded villa, a grand townhouse, that translates into 4 cash. I'm not that worried. Now, if it takes so long that, you know, we wind up losing 4 cash instead, well, even then, I guess the exchange of the stolen year for the... Yeah, I don't know. I probably should think it through, but overall, I think the decision to give up the cash is the right one. Okay, so the foe's on their way. Now, if we wanted, I mean, we can try a one-on-one fight, but we're not in a position for it. So I think we're just gonna do our best with what we have. I don't exactly want to throw Giorgio in front of the foe, but if I have to, I will. With luck, we'll get something like cats. Basically, just getting a chance to learn about the weaknesses. Okay, there's the foe. My foe is almost here. Frost pinches the windows and shadow crisps the candle flames. I know too well what these signs must mean. I don't think they're going to be able to complete an attack. Oh, well, it's going to be really close, so you should have run further. Actually, you know what? No, Giorgio will defend me. Oh, they're attacking me directly. Foe's time, you have held off his attack. My associate has come to my defense, so the initiate will help as well. Oh no! My friend has fallen in bitter battle, but they gave my foe something to remember them by. Allies and associates sometimes die when fighting the foe. They can hurt him, but not deal a finishing blow. Okay, so I want to try and make something of this. Farewell. Okay, so if I want to fight, the foe, I need to think of that soon. But right now, we're going to be trying to get out of the region we find ourselves. I have arrived. Okay, lonely places between. There are always choices. I could die of thirst, or cold, or hunger. If your opportunities of any use, you'll have to take whatever road onwards presents itself. So attempt to make contact with someone somewhere. If I run, I should run somewhere I have an old friend, or at least an old acquaintance, and then sniff out possibility. Yeah, there's no possibilities here. The wheel turns, the sun crosses the sky, night pursues it. So I am curious about what this journey will entail. Ooh. It's a rugged little island in the Baltic where few ships go. I spent a summer there with someone whose name I've nearly forgotten. Perhaps my foe won't find me there, and if he does, perhaps it's time to make a stand. How many wounds am I willing to take on to find something that isn't the map's edge? Marrakesh, there we go. 2 wounds, I'll accept. A marabout named Neville has somehow discovered I'm here. His message reads only, "Come to Marrakesh for glory." So again, this is one of the cases I don't want to let too much time go by because we have a head start on taking out the foe. Reckoner informants are uncovering more clues. They may summon reinforcements soon. I think we should be okay. I prefer not to use my lore if I have to. The pursuers, cautious or cowardly, are uncertain of their proof. They have nothing yet. Nothing I can do to extend the corpse. Reinforcements. Reckoners have evidence that I'm here. They're summoning help to smoke me out, but we will be gone in 15 seconds. Time to go. Have I forgotten anything? Farewell. I don't recognize Neville, but he recognizes me and greets me warmly. Your heart is steel, he explains, but steel can also be a mirror, and in mirrors we find glory. You don't know what I mean, do you? Never mind. Accept my help and leave whenever you wish. That's all you need to do. All right. So we'll do the usual trick, send discreet messages first. I definitely don't need this much cash, and I don't think it will hurt to have employ make use of something. So we need a venue, a mutually beneficial arrangement with a learned holy man. Yeah, that's probably only going to be good for one though. So I'm also kind of curious where we'll wind up at the end of all of this. A lot of map's edge locations. Priority of captains on a little sea called Morbihan, the gate of the Western Ocean. There's an isle famed for its sailors. On its westmost tip lies a quiet priory. The monks enjoy their privacy, but they've been known to offer sanctuary. Granada. All right, I've had dealings with a gallery owner in Granada. Last year, she invited me to stay with her. So, I have options now. So we're going to reconnoiter Marrakesh, walk the city seeking opportunities, and then for Granada, nope, we're not leaving yet. We will send money ahead, though. Might need to leave in a hurry. I can prepare the way by sending funds ahead of possible destinations. Of course, if I never go there, the funds will be lost. So we do have some comfort, right? We've got the guitar, we've got the page, and you can get a lot of comfort from property. But I don't think we're in a point yet where I can reliably generate the obscurity I need to leave. Okay, so that's unlucky with the trace. It does invite the question as to whether or not I even want to set up some kind of a practice here or not. I probably will. But there will be costs. I'm going to try picking up the warehouse, just seeing what opportunities there are. All done. Okay, so we're in a faith healing cult. I can bring genuine healing miracles to a congregation. A reasonably safe way to convert stolen lifespan into cash. Moth aspect cards are often useful when running a cult. So I suppose the drawback here is I don't have a lot of moth. So the thing is that it's not that risky for me to run the Quiet Warehouse, and it gives me an idea in terms of what I actually get out of this sort of stuff. So I can always convert it to cash after the fact, which I likely will do. But you know, it's sort of nice to know. Provoke my connections. I'm not the only one with enemies. If I arrange a public rift with this contact, I might gain radical connections instead, or I might just annoy my current contacts. So I guess the question is, what do the radicals give me that the holy man doesn't? I'm gonna need to think about that. Okay, so weaponers arrived. Got an underworld connection if I need it. And we're back to the old question. Do I want to try and set up a practice, or do we get out of here right away? I'll probably at least try to fight the Reckoner. Don't recall what created that trace, but that didn't spark joy. Alright, there's that tingling sensation on the back of my neck. Someone is looking for me. So we'll do the usual routine. We'll use the weapon as soon as the Reckoner shows up. Okay, we're generating a lot of traces. I think in this case I will preemptively sell the warehouse. And it's basically as soon as the reinforcements show up, I'm going to try the profane weapon. If it succeeds, then I follow up with using the lore to end the Reckoner. Not much in terms of opportunities in Marrakesh, sadly. Okay, now this is a problem given the operative, so they're going to slowly bleed me out items-wise. So I'm going to get the underworld connections to preempt that. I'm going to fire the gun. If I don't hit, I'm in a world of hurt as far as getting all my stuff packed away in time. Okay, Trial of Blood. Oh, a pursuer's been hurt. This might kill them then. Palpable hit. I've struck and faded back into the city. 2 wounds will kill most Reckoners, 4 wounds will kill an underboss. Okay. So I don't want to play too many games with this, but... The Reckoner operative has... Oh, nope. Don't need that. Proof of a victory. This is going to make my foe very upset. So we will move up from the names of the wood, the wolf. And I mean, again, it's only a matter of time before we face something that I can't handle, but that is a good place to end it, actually. So, unfortunately, Georgiou's wound on the foe is almost certainly going to be healed by the time that I need it, or like by the time I'm going to face them down, so I shouldn't bank on it. I certainly had opportunities to sort of buy a few comfort-generating locations. I think it's still better that I moved to Granada. But maybe I should be considering, considering my position and making a stand against the Reckoner. I'm not sure. In any case, all of these will be resolved in a video in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.